Open up your mind to the way, the conscious way, the way of conscious mindfulness. Hi, Seafood Boggy here once again, and welcome to the way of conscious mindfulness. So if this is the first time you're watching it, so firstly, who the heck am I? Well, my name is Seafood Boggy. Sifu means the guide, the muse, somebody who shows you the way. Boggy means a balance between chaos and calmness. And I've been practicing for the last 36 years Taoist skills, the Tao means the way, of the Dragon Dog Shaman and the Barefoot Doctor, which consists of Tai Chi, Qigong, Chinese massage, reflexology, 5-element healing, sacred geometry, Reiki, Shun Shi Shen, and so many other things. So what's this show all about? Well, it is called The Way of Conscious Mindfulness, and it is a regular and weekly Facebook Live and podcast show discussing spirituality and science, balancing health and well-being with mind, body, and spirit, with a Taoist twist. What does the Tao mean? The Tao means the way, the path, the balance. So, surprise, surprise, with me in it and with the guest that's coming up today, this is not the normal talk show. Each week we have a subject or a guest, and as I've already mentioned, we have an awesome guest, somebody I know quite well. And our aim is to have an open discussion to help us all find new skills, new techniques, new ways to balance our very own personal Tao. So that's the normal nonsense out of the way, and it is now time to bring that guest onto the show. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hello, Natalie. Or as I call you, hello, Hugs. How you doing?
I'm good. Good as always.
Good as always. Yes. Yeah. We'll get to that, won't we? So where are you, by the way? It looks like there's a pub in the background.
I'm in the front garden.
You're in the front garden?
So nice. This is my thing. Yeah, because I can see the sunset that I show you.
Oh, wow.
If I can do it. There's not much sunset going on, though.
No, not yet.
See, look. See the view, though?
Cool. Yeah.
This is my bench.
You've got a beautiful front garden. I thought it was a pub.
I
know. Right. So, anyway. Yeah, well, it's very big. That's why I thought it was a pub. It looks very big. Yeah. It's awesome. It is awesome. So Natalie, let's ask that first question. That question that some people love and some people are terrified of. So the show is called The Way of Natalie Musafia. So Natalie, Hugs, what is your way? What is your Tao? What are you all about?
Happiness and inner peace.
Inner peace and
the same thing, really.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. So how did you? Okay, so how did you get into all of this? How did this all start for you?
I didn't get into it. It just became me, I think, or I became it. I hit rock bottom during divorce and wanted to die, and then realised I had to save myself. No one else was coming, and something in me, I don't know, something just clicked. And I think people say I've had a near emotional death experience. I like a near death experience, but just emotionally, because I've come out and I've got no fear, no worry, no hate. Oh my God, here's one of my little minions.
Hello. Hiya. How you doing?
We just had
I've seen. I know. I noticed. Yeah, you're the Platt girls.
She's mini me.
Yeah.
She's like
awesome
I am now. She's like I am now, but at age 7. So hopefully she won't have to go around the houses. She'll stay, but who knows?
Well, she's got you as a good example. So
Yes, love you.
It'd be all good. Yeah, you got lovely
Yes,
plants. Bye.
She'll do good things, great things in this world. She already does.
Cool, indeed. So, right. So, well, let's have a quick. Okay, let's have a quick look at the messages. So we got Von Coles who's saying loving the picture of Nat. Got Craig Satori who said good evening Seafood. Good evening Craig. Michelle Earl saying hello. Katie
Hello.
Purser, she's waving
Katie.
as well. Yeah, I remember
Love
Katie.
Katie.
So yeah, she is cool. So yeah, that's a few. So guys, if you've got any questions, if you want a question for Hugs for Nat, then ask her something. Otherwise, so yeah, so you're, you know, right. So you say you're a happiness coach, and it's all about, you know, happiness for you. But how do you maintain this happiness? How do you stay happy when everybody, or there's lots of things to easily get miserable about? So how do you maintain your happiness?
I know, as long as I'm alive, I'm happy. Like, that's it. If I'm whatever situation comes up, I'll find a positive, whatever it is. That if I wake up alive and I'm so healthy, and I just, there's always someone worse off. So I just think there's no reason. And life's so short, like I don't want to waste it by moaning, or no one can get to me except this one. This little boy, did you see him? No, I love him. Yeah, the kids test me, but adults don't. No one can, get me angry. My anger is too expensive. I cannot afford it. No, I need it, Zach. Sorry, you're gonna get kids when you get me. Unless they're with their dad, then you're all right.
I know. I've seen your shows. Hugs. I know they're part of the entertainment. It's all very cool.
It has to be real.
Yeah.
It makes people feel better when they see what I put up with.
Well, yeah, that's the one thing with you. You always keep it real. It's always honest. You are very honest.
Yeah, because I realised when I became imperfect, because up till age 40, I tried to be perfect like everyone does. And then I thought, this isn't me. And I floored myself, and then I didn't have to live up to this perfection. If you don't get a medal, you're not going to get a medal. So now I'm just me, and whoever likes it, great, and whoever doesn't, stay away. And because my energy is so positive, negative people won't come near me. It's so powerful.
Yeah.
So
that
powerful.
is the well, you just did. it is what it is.
It is, and people say I'm looking younger. And when I read The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle says that because people say, how can you tell if someone's enlightened? And he's, because how do you, like they stop aging or whatever, and they said, how can you prove this? And he went, that person is the proof. That's the proof. You just look at the person, you see that the aging has slowed down, or they look younger.
Yeah.
But I love it that people, because I've gone back to natural human. Like there's no makeup. My bleach is growing out. That's the only thing. See, I've grown. It's my normal hair colour now. I don't have anything fake. And that's been massive, because I attract more people by being real than people with fake stuff do. So hopefully I'll be an example for young girls to not even bother going down that route. They all start looking the same. They have their fake boobs, their fake eyebrows now, eyelashes, just Botox. But I attract more men than they do. So, and I've seen women looking, thinking, she's got no nails on, she's got no makeup, her hair's wild. They don't get it, but this is it. This is the lesson, hopefully.
Yeah.
So hopefully more people throw off the fake stuff.
Yeah. Well, you are. I mean, you are organic. You are literally organic. You are you, and that's that. And that's what, I said to you before. That's what I love about you. You are as about as natural as as it gets.
I've been reset to human being, and I've been reading about etiquette today because I made someone say please and asked me a question, and then he said to me, "But that's part of control. Like manners are, you know, a control thing." And I started looking into it, and then I was reading about etiquette and about how we've all got to behave this certain way, and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so unacceptable or inappropriate because I don't act how we're meant to." I'll be real with someone. Like today, I was in Aldi doing shopping, and the lady at the checkout had tattoos, and on her arm she had 3 names. And I said to her, "Oh, is that your children's names on your arm?" And probably no one ever says that. And she was like, "Oh yeah." And so we started talking about children, and her whole everything changed. Her whole body language. She just become more relaxed. She was smiling, whereas she was so serious and probably bored. And I said, "Oh, they look really good." And then she went, "Oh, have you been to the gym?" And we had a really nice exchange. But that's not what you normally do. You don't talk to someone.
No.
Like, well, most people don't do that. Or be happy.
Well,
so they'll moan about something.
Not in the UK. Not in the main parts of the UK. When you're on holiday, it always used to amuse me when you go on a holiday and people would be, English people or anybody would be saying hello and good evening. Well, especially if you're on a desert island somewhere. But you come back to the UK and unless like you're a police officer, because I've seen, like police officers can say hello and that's accepted. That's okay. But any normal Joe Blogs, you say hello to somebody, especially on the bus, and they always have a heart attack. They go, freaking, what are you talking to me? I don't like it. I don't understand. I'm scared.
Yeah. But then they change. And yesterday, I was in the petrol station. I drove into a petrol station. There was a delivery driver delivering coal or something to the station, and I smiled at him. And then he smiled back. He had a really nice smile. And then he kept coming back to get his deliveries. And he went to me, "You're making me really smile. Like, what is it?" And I was like, "Oh, that's what I do. That's my gift to the world." Yeah, and then he come and asked me for my phone number. He went, "Do you want to go out for a drink?" That was just for me smiling.
Yeah.
And he was he went to me, he went, "I might have a dirty job." So he had all this coal going. He went, "But I've got a really nice house." And I was like, "It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant what you've got and not got in your dirt." And then he said, "I've been in prison too." And I was like, "Don't worry. I know a lot of people that have been in prison. I love them. I've got policeman friends. Like, I don't judge anyone. The policemen are probably worse than the ones that have been in prison, to be honest."
Indeed.
Don't judge anymore. That's massive. If you want to be happy, stop judging, stop gossiping. That's one of the major things, and stop caring what anyone else thinks.
Yeah.
But they're hard for people to do. They're hard.
Yeah. Well, especially like I say, especially in the city. In the cities, you get lots of serious people. Actually, you get the countryside as well, but the UK, especially, and in the cities around here, is very, very serious and very, very, or people trying to look hard, or trying to, and because they think adult means you have to be serious and you have to be. I've never been like that, and since I've known you, you've definitely never been like that. And you're yeah, heck, well, that's a Taoist thing, be like take responsibility, and you definitely do that. You take responsibility for who you are, and you own who you are, 100%. But at the same time, you have fun. You enjoy your life, and you smile at people and talk at people, and it's
and the energy is powerful. And someone at the gym the other day, a young guy, I think he's about 25, he said to me, "Nat, I feel you before I even see you." And I was like, that's quite major.
Yeah. You are a Jedi. You are definitely a Jedi. The Force is strong in this one. So indeed. Right, let's do it.
I love it.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. I know you do. But it's that whole domino effect, the infection. infectiousness about it. It's, it makes you enjoy it, and that means you want to be it more, and then you enjoy it more, and you want to be it more, and it goes round and round and round in circles, and that's freaking awesome. So let's just do a few more little comments. So there was, Margella Carney said, hi, Nat. We'll go back to that one in a second. Nora, hi, Nora. It's Nora Baker saying, waving hello. Margella's also saying positive vibes. Then Von Skulls. It's Hugs. I call Nat Hugs because she loves hugs. She's a very much a free hugger without even, she does free hugs, but she's very much a hugger. She likes hugging people. It's apart from smiling and saying hello.
We did them together.
Yeah, I know we did. Yeah, we've done we've done the free hugs, but you do that anyway. You don't need that's the thing. No. You don't need that card to hug people. You'll just go and say, give us a hug. That's why I call it. That's why she's called.
Today I met two men in a cafe, and they said something about my body was good body because I had my gym stuff on, and they were squash coaches. And one of them said about the other one. He said he hugs everyone. He hugged all the kids. He went because they don't get hugged at home. He said, we've just been to Holland. There were 600 kids in a squash tournament. He said he hugged 400 at least. And I went, I've got to take your number when I do free hugs. And so I did. So just that energy. When I walked in the place, and my friend was like, who you met now? Like everywhere I go, just that. But people think I know them. Like one woman started telling this man her personal stuff. And when I went, oh, you were telling him a lot of stuff, and she went, yeah, he's your mate. And I was like, no, I've only just met him. I only just met him when you did. It's because I talk to everyone I talk to everyone.
Yeah, it's like,
And in a restaurant, if I see the name badge, in a restaurant, when I see the waiter's name badge, I'll call them by their name. And my mum said once, how do you know the waiter? And I'm like, I don't. I just read his name badge. It's not hard.
Yeah, like supermarkets.
Little things like that.
Yeah, in the supermarket as well. If you see the name badge, you always say, hello, whoever it is. Yeah. So, okay,
not many people do that.
No, not at the moment. But, the whole point. I'm like it. You're like it. So, there's somebody else I know, Brendan, Skull Babylon in Canada. He's like it. So we're starting a revolution. We're starting the revolution. Yes. The revolution is now.
That reminds me of that song. Start a revolution from my bed. It's the Oasis.
Yeah. It is indeed. Right, so Michelle Earl said... Oh, okay, cool. Michelle Earl said... the third one was that.
She's here. Eva, come here. Say hello. Say hello. You might as well see them all. Quick, say hello and then go. What is it? God, just put it out. It's inside of me. Ow. Sorry.
That's all right. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
You sound like you had your haircut.
Why is it on there?
Because I'm doing it from here.
We're live. People are watching.
Hi.
Hello. Bye.
I think I found you on the
All right. Bye-bye. They're the only one.
Oh, it's always fun when you're on. It's always fun to watch. That's what I loved about watching your live shows. They were always fun. They're always crazy. Right. So Michelle says, I recently started being my authentic self. About 2 years now. I'm battling with a terminal illness. However, I've been focusing on staying alive longer than they expect of me. I am focusing on meditation and mindfulness and attempting to heal my body. My symptoms have stopped progressing, and they will. And happiness will There's so much, you know, meditation. There's loads of case studies on meditation. There's loads of case studies on exercise and qigong, but also happiness. Just being darn happy, being cheerful, and being yourself. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, all your cells start working at their optimum levels when you just be yourself and you've got just peace. And you keep the negativity away. Like someone said to me the other day, "Oh, all this positivity stuff's a load of rubbish," and I was thinking, I was getting that feeling I've got to get away from you. But I smiled at her and said, "Yeah, that's your opinion." And then because she didn't get to me, she stopped. We started talking about something else, and it was great. But you know, when people they try and wind you up, and it doesn't happen with me.
Yeah.
But I love hearing that, because when you've got a terminal illness, it does buck you up. You're like, right, now I've got to do something. That's the only time people start living most of the time, is when they're in the doctor's office and they get told they're going to die. Then they start living, and then it's beautiful. But it's sad that, but hopefully, yeah, they live longer. But I live like that now. I haven't been told that, but I know I'm going to die at some point. So I live like I'm going to die. That's it. That's what I do. And I don't care who thinks it's wrong or right. I do it. And I'm living. I'm properly living.
And yeah, and you are, and this is the real Hugs. This is her. This is not a facade. This is how she's like all the time. I met her in real life, and when you watch her live feeds at like 6 o'clock in the morning, you're still doing those ones. I haven't seen them for a while. So
once a week. Oh, Michelle loves hugs too.
Yeah.
Oh, you can have a hug, Michelle.
It's all good.
Yeah. It's like you're gonna die, everyone, because you're gonna at some point.
Yeah.
And I know if I die early, so many people that watch me and like either on the video or they see me in person and will think, what's going on? If I died early, they'd think, oh my God, she lived. I'm gonna do what she did, and that would mean so much to me. Like even though I'd be dead, but just to have that effect on someone, because I'm waking people up every day. Like the fact you don't have to live like everyone else. You can do what you want.
Yeah.
And people she can't live like that. Yeah. And I'm single, so it's not from someone else. It's not. This is happening from loving myself. I took myself on a date last night to a restaurant. I sat there for an hour and a half, no book. I didn't go on my phone. I was just observing, enjoying my food, listening to low-level stuff going on. Like her girlfriend was telling her boyfriend he's got to buy her an anniversary present, a Christmas present, and a birthday present all in December. And he's going, but we're not married. Why have we got to celebrate our anniversary with presents? And she's going, because that's what you do. And I wanted to say, that's not what you do. Get rid of her. She just wants your stuff. But I didn't. But I need to teach more young people. That's not the way, just to get what you can out of someone. It's to love them unconditionally as they are.
Yeah.
That's what they're taught.
Well, yeah, that's what TV taught. That's what education. It's all the education of TV and newspapers and all that. That's what they teach. Yeah, teach. It's all about materialistic. It's all about the wonga. It's all about the money. And it's like no, it really isn't.
I'm unprogrammed. No, I'm totally unprogrammed, unconditioned now. It's gone. But I did it myself, I suppose.
That's good. So that's good. And I
get a lot of people. Yeah, I get a lot of people who are really wealthy in money terms come to me and go, "Oh, you've got this joy thing. Oh, I've not got that." I'm going, "You can't buy it. You can't buy it. You've got to start giving your stuff away." And they get drawn to me, and I'm going to show them how to give nicely. To other people where you're not getting anything back from it except this joy that you've done something good. So yeah, I've got a few people I need to get them to sell some properties and do some charity stuff.
Yeah. So because I love when on the shows, like, because I do that quite a bit, the randomly go and pay for somebody's bus ticket and so like stuff like that. If I ever go on a bus and somebody's struggling with their card, I just go boom, and I don't stand there to get the praise. I just just tap the card, and I almost like, you know, like hide away. Don't want the praise. I wanted to do it, and it was the thing of doing it. I don't want, oh, thank you so much and all that, you know. So yeah, whatever. The whole point was it's giving it, you know, paying it forward. That's what it is all about for me.
In the snow, I gave a stranger a lift. I had the kids in the car and my friend. And this man was walking along in deep snow, and I knew he was going to the station, which is about 2 miles away. And he had really nice boots on, so I stopped. I said, "That man can't walk in the snow. He's going to ruin his boots." So I wound the window down. Zach, my son, was going, "Mum, don't do it." And I was like, "No, I'm doing it." I was like, "Excuse me, do you want to get in?" And he was like, "Oh no, I'm all right." And I was like, "No, you're going to ruin your boots." So he got in. His name was, I don't even know if we knew his name. But anyway, he got in and Zach was moaning. I said, "Oh, my son thinks I'm mad picking you up." And he said, "Your mum has just done something so kind." He went, "I'm going to go and do something for someone else now because your mum's done this." And that was about me going, "Look, I've done this for you. You've got to go and do something for someone else." I didn't have to say anything. He just was going to do it. And this is what happens. And he got out. I've never seen him since. It was just so easy to do. And I do lots of stuff like that. It's easy.
Yeah.
And it's
it is easy. Yeah. It's just something nice to do.
Holding doors, but not expecting the person to say thank you. No, I don't expect anything because they might be in a rush or they're on their phone. I don't expect. That ruins it when you start getting angry because you've held it and they've not said thank you. That's, it's no point.
Yeah, you missed the point. So it's just you do those things, do those things because it's nice. Just do them to do them. Don't do them for the reward. That's not the point. It's all good. Right, so guys, if you've got any questions, anything else, so I mean, I'm trying to think. Actually, because the first time I met you was your birthday, which you had that birthday party at the Happiness. What was
Museum
it called?
Of Happiness.
Yeah,
Museum.
And that was really cool. Yeah, and doing all those.
I donated to them. I got that because I don't celebrate my birthday because I don't think there's any special day. I think every day is special. But they gave that to me because I donated when they were crowdfunding, and they were about to get to the end and they hadn't got all the money, and I just gave the whole lot that was left. And they were like beside themselves. They were going, "We couldn't have done. It wasn't going to happen if you didn't do that." Which I hope it would have done, but they were going, no, it was too much. We only had a few hours left, and if you don't get the whole amount pledged, then you don't get anything. So they gave me that party as a thank you, and that was such a fun night, wasn't it? I just loved it. It was so random, and the laughter yoga. We did. Funny, is it? And my sister's boyfriend was looking. They're quite normal. They were looking around, going, what are we at? But the week after, he kept doing the lawnmower laughter thing and showing everyone. And my sister sent me a video of him. He was all happy. And I was like, this is it. The people that are thinking this is weird, it has a big effect on them, and they just start smiling at what they remember and doing it, which I love that.
And that's the whole point.
That was good.
Yeah, that's
making people stay safe all the time. Don't stay safe. Just come out of the comfort zone, and that's when the magic happens.
Yeah, just do silly things. Just have fun. It's like with kids. If there's especially toddlers, and they're sitting there or they look all sad. It's like all smiley face, and then because you make the kids smile and you make the mum smile as well, and anybody around them, go, and I don't care whether they think I'm crazy. I don't care, I just do it because it's because of a reaction, and it's not always a positive reaction. I have had, saying hello to somebody. You may not always get a hello back or a smile back when you smile, but you don't, it's not caring about that. You don't do it for the result. You do it because you saying hello or smiling makes you feel good inside. But whether they smile back is totally irrelevant. Right,
And
we've
do you
got.
know what I love? Hold
Go
on. I loved you when we did the hugs in Lakeside, and you were doing, and the men didn't want the women; they wanted you. I loved that, and you were doing like a handshake, but then it went into a bit of a
The shoulder.
pat, and then it went into. But then they took the hug. They wanted the hug, and that
Yeah.
was so powerful for me to watch that. I love
Well,
watching that.
because I used to be in close protection, it was all a bit, all a bit macho and all a bit, serious. And it's like, oh, I ain't having this. So I always go, yeah, go for the handshake, and they'll go with the shoulder. So they go with the shoulder, and they go, and I'll give them a hug. But I weren't quite doing. I wasn't doing that quite with them, but I'll go and say, well, come in for a shoulder, and then just put the hand round, and then put their hand round me, and then it will turn into a hug anyway. And sometimes that's what you need to do. It's deception as such. It's just that they want a hug. They really do want a hug, but the whole thing of being a man, and say, the whole reason why a lot of them wouldn't have hugs from you girls, because of the whole thing of, oh no, can't hug a woman because that's deemed sexual, or that's deemed inappropriate.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to stop.
Yeah,
I hug a lot of men platonically, and I laugh because people probably think there's something going on with all these men, but there's hundreds that I hug, so it makes me laugh. But they like a hug. They like a platonic hug. They don't get them. And then I try and get men to hug as well, and that happens a lot now. So yeah, it's platonic hugs are powerful, and they're needed. Yeah. So needed.
Yeah. There's a whole case study about hugging, about it activates endorphins, it increases your immune system. And we were talking about the terminal illness is that whole happiness, and hugs hugs actually improve the body's immune system, and the problem in the medical center, they say, oh, it's easy for them to say certain illnesses there is no cure, so they will say, oh, that's it, there is no, but there are cures. And one of the biggest cures, half the things, half the illnesses we have in the West, they don't have in China. And one of the biggest things is, some of it is the Qigong, but there are also, when Buddhism is very strong out there, and it's all about the happiness, and it's all about the laughter, and, it's all about, having fun and enjoying yourself, and just enjoying the simple things. And that's the point,
we shouldn't be curing. We should be preventing with this stuff, with the simple living, not stressing out. But our society is so bad. I've come out of society, like quite majorly. I've still got a bit to get out of, but it's society is just killing everyone. No one's happy. Technology is making us dummies. We don't have to park our cars. We don't need to park our cars. We don't need to read a map. Don't need to memorize a phone number. Oh, it's not good. There's no interaction with humans. Like years ago, everyone said, I'm starting it where I live. Like I say hello to everyone as I walk down the road, and hopefully they'll start doing it. But yeah, this connection is going. We've got to bring it back.
Yeah, the revolution is here.
And we'll be robots. It won't be good.
Yeah, and but it's all that, the whole disconnection. It's like I think I've shared that there's a post before, like a video, and you see the woman gets upset because everybody's staring at their phone, and she gets her girlfriend or her friend to come out and put the dinner table in the hallway, and they end up all having, all the neighbours end up having food, like the old-fashioned street parties, the old Cockney street parties. It's that sort of thing. It's all really quite cool. Right, so a few more. Let's see a few more posts. So we got Michelle saying, yes, positive thoughts led to happier life. Go on, say again.
Oh, Lisa Otto.
Yeah, getting there. Oh, cool. Sorry. Awesome. No, don't apologise, Hugs. Nothing to apologise to. It's your show. So Cheryl Fletcher said hi, Nat. And then Cheryl also said, yeah, Cheryl said, we will have to watch the replay, Nat. So yeah, it's going to be there forever. It doesn't disappear. I like to keep them. They're awesome. And then Cheryl also said, share to my page, love, laugh, be happy. Yes, indeed. Vanna, that's one of my students. She says, love your smiles, guys. Well, we like big smiles, don't we, Hugs? We like to smile. Smiling is good. And
I think it's my gift to the world. I have to keep using it.
Indeed. So yeah, smiles or mad grins for me as well. So and Lisa said, hello, happy, beautiful people. Hello, happy, beautiful Lisa. Hope you're well. Cool. So I'm trying to think of what else we've done, or what else is there sort of you can sort of bring up as well. I mean, yes. Yeah, say that again.
Bon said when she sees her 2 alpha male sons hugging, it touches her soul.
Right. Oh yeah, there's a few more here. So yeah. So Von, when I see 2 alpha males hugging, it touches my soul. Yeah, and they do like I say, it does happen. It's like say in the old sporting world, or actually in the martial art world, is like me and my fellow Sifu who teaches my school, Bas Chilia, we're always hugging each other. You know, we're we're the brothers. You know, we love each other. You know, in a very manly way. But no, you know, it's like, you know, it's the whole thing is that we're not afraid to hug. You know, we're not afraid to show it. You know, he's and it should be like that. It should be like, and that's what I love about you. It should be that you should be honest and be open and be, if you are happy, be blooming happy and let it out and infect other people with happiness. That would be a good thing. So Michelle also says, yeah, I know you're very good at it. I know. Michelle says, you are a master. You are Jedi master of happiness.
I like that. I didn't know what I was. Didn't have a name for it.
Well, hey, I give everything a name. You know me. So you now the Jedi master of happiness. So Michelle says, I've had a tough life, but most people tell me I'm an inspiration because I am strong. I've always focused on simple living and finding positive to get through the tough situations. Yeah, that's.
You sound like me.
Yeah, you do. You are, Michelle. You are very much like, Hugs, and it's the keep going no matter what. It's because life, people, society will love throwing negativity at you because there's a cycle. The psychology of the face, of smiling. They say it takes more muscles to smile than it does to frown. So if you think of that, it takes more. So it's easier for most people to be negative than it is to be positive. But the thing with positivity is that you keep doing it, it becomes infectious. It's like the whole laughing. There was a great video once of a guy sitting on the bus just laughing his head off. And everybody starts laughing, and you just laugh, because it's infectious, because it does affect you. And it takes less energy at first to be negative, but positivity always overrules. Positivity will always.
I was with a friend today, and we got to the school gate, and she started talking to another mum, and this mum started complaining or being really negative about her holiday, right? And this, to me, if you're going on holiday, oh my God, be grateful, like it's a holiday. But she was moaning about some first world problem. I just went, and I text my friend after, I went, sorry, I couldn't stay there. And she went, I knew you'd move. But she's like a people pleaser, and she admits it. She was just going, oh, what about this and this, like I used to do. Now I'm like, I said, she's always moaning. I'm not staying near it. What? Why? I'm like, come on. It's people moaning about nothing. Like, I can't be doing this.
It's a habit. It's a habit. Everything is technically a habit. and you know, because it takes 5 minutes every single day to make something into over 6 weeks to make something a habit. So if you know, and the newspapers, our society promotes negativity, promotes whinging and moaning, promotes you know, criticizing, and that's the thing. You got to flip that, you know, you got to flip it around. You got to flip it on its head, and that's why it takes rebels like yourself, you know, and like me, you know, and it's like, no, Sodja, I'm going to be happy, you know, and I'm going to keep being happy no matter what, because it's not about something in return. It's not about getting something back. It's just I want to be happy, because I'd rather be happy than miserable. And that's what it's about, you know. Though the difference for me, if someone winds me up, I will go bah and get it out, and then go back to being happy again. Because it's, I don't store it, but you know, apart from that, is that not 99% of the time you'll always see a smile on my face, and you know, there's lots of people that always say, oh, you know, you're always smiling, you know, there's always a twinkle in your eye. So anyway, Lisa then put, I'm healing my brain by being happy. I'm in a state of bliss. Let's see what the MRI says. Yeah, there's again, you know, hugs. Would you say, you know, happiness, just be happy. But I've got a little bit of the science geeky side of me, so I know the case studies. I know all of the case studies about happiness, how it affects the brain, how it affects the pineal gland, the hypothalamus, the hippocampus, and they are the main parts of your brain that create chemicals. Because basically, your brain is a drug den. So, because when you create endorphins are, I think they did the test and they were 8 times more powerful than cocaine. So, you know, being, you know, activating your endorphins, being smiling, happy, you know, is addictive. It is a drug. And yeah, so the whole thing of the brain is a bioelectrical system, and you can rewire it. You know, what you believe is true. And like you said before, when people said, oh, you know, I don't believe in this positivity rubbish, and it's like, well, then, you know, that's true for you then, you know, because whatever you believe is right. So if you believe that it's rubbish, then for you it's rubbish, but it's not for me. And it's not for hugs. But anyway, so Von said, I love the respect from the MMA fighters. Yeah. Well, see martial arts in the West, again, this is this thing in the West. In the West, we think martial arts is all about fighting. It's all about terror. True martial artists, it's about personal development. It's like to a degree like certain gym stuff, you know, the people at the gym. It's actually about improving your body. It's improving mind, body, and spirit. So the MMA fighters, they always, you know, give big hugs to each other and big, all the good ones, the ones that understand it, get it. Yeah, there's some of the most loving guys I know, real friendly guys are martial artists. They're big softies at heart.
They're so close. Like, I've seen people doing jiu-jitsu. They're like in each other's, right in each other's face.
Yeah, Shaolin Kung Fu. Well, when I went to China, the days of China, the Shaolin monks, they're Buddhists, because they wear orange robes. They are actually trained Buddhists. But the whole thing in that philosophy, that martial arts is personal development. It's about spirituality. But you'll find them, they're laying all over each other and you know, hugging and in a lot in the like MMA, they're very real close and muggles, you know, people are not in that world. They say, oh, what's going on here? You know, don't understand it. But they're just all friendly. They're all, you know, openly, you know, they just love each other. And, you know, it's all, you know, I'll come here, little brother, because in the martial art world, you're family. So, you know, it's like a Sifu. One of the things Sifu means is parent. So, or, so Si is parent, and that's the whole thing, is that your teacher in the Chinese way of doing it is that he's he sends out love, he guides you, boss you around. That's more of a sensei. But the Chinese are very family orientated. So in the martial arts, they're all brother and sister. So, you know, you say you're big or little brother, so you look after them. So Von says, Nat Darth Vader, she's calling you. So the laugh side of the force, not the dark side, but the laugh side of the force. So I love that. And then Lisa then put, my brain tumor has what has brought me into my life purpose of healing, and I'm grateful for it. Yeah, there are so many people. Is this weird thing in martial arts? In the old stories in China and other countries, some of the best martial artists were really poorly children or on their deathbed. And you know, because again, martial arts is not about fighting. Everybody thinks it's about fighting because that's the West concept of it, but it's all about mind, body, and spirit, and it's all about learning how to push your body. Because you can push your body, you push your mind, and you push your spirit. And there's so many awesome martial artists that are actually awesome healers as well. Even in the Japanese way as well. You get, if someone gets hurt, you see the old Mr. Miyagi bit, and they'll do their, whichever style it is, they'll do their version of healing called like, right. So
I told her the other day.
Oh, she's going to do MA also.
Her aggression needs channeling.
Funnily, my daughter's 16, Ketra, and because I'm not, she lives in Worthing. It's interesting for me because me and her are very, very similar, but I grew up with martial arts and with meditation and all the stuff I do, and she hasn't. And she's 16 and she's got told she's got anger issues, and it's because she can't understand, she can't translate herself to the rest of the world. She struggles to put things across, and everybody just sees her different because when she was younger, she was very much hugs. She was very much used. She loved everybody. She had a phone at like 10 or 9, and it said her message was, "Hello, I love you." And I always loved that when she had that, and she was all very loving. But of course, everybody else wasn't. And over the years, they've sort of beaten her down a little bit, and it's, oh, you're weird, you're always happy, you're weird. And now she gets so angry because she's got all this love and happiness for people, but she's frustrated that other people don't understand that. And I'm sort of trying to help her, but it's a bit because her mum was never into meditation or martial arts. She's not. She doesn't want to do it at the moment. But hopefully when she gets older, she'll see things in a different light. So Lisa also says, I do an exercise with adult yoga students. Everyone lays their heads on the other person's belly. Oh, I know that one. In a circle. Then I start the ha, the next ha, and eventually everyone's laughing. And their heads are bouncing on their bellies. Yeah, that's part of. There is a laughter yoga that does that as well. Then I stop and ask them to see where their thoughts are, and remind them that when you are laughing, that it is your soul speaking to you. Now, that is really cool. That's really cool, Lisa.
Yeah, and the other night I went to see Eminem with my brother and sister, and I wasn't an Eminem fan. I mean, I like it. I like the way he is and his drive and his passion, and he's doing what he's meant to be doing. But I went because I had a spare ticket. Oh my God, his energy was amazing. And the behaviour before I went in, I was seeing this drunken aggression outside. I was like, oh my God. But when he came on, everyone was in sync and their arms were all going. Because I was up the side, so I could see everyone in the middle, and I was just looking around. I was like, oh my God. And then it was getting darker and the lights. And it's funny because my friend the next day, he went the next day. When I spoke to him around the pool this week, he said that Tom Hardy was near him, and he said Tom Hardy was looking all around, like he's awake. He was looking at everything around, like I was, and I was like, oh, I totally get that. And he said his energy was really good. He said if Eminem went on the stage, he would have been attracting people, because he was, when you're in the moment and you're observing stuff. And on the way home, me and my brother and sister laughed so much. And we don't really see each other a lot, probably twice a year, just the three of us. And we were making up songs with my friend's name in. It all comes spontaneously. Like my friend calls me a robot. He thinks that I can't be this happy all the time, so he calls me a robot. And he said, your brother and sister humanoids as well. And so my sister got hold of the phone and made a video and sang, I am whatever you say I am. And then we just started, I told them his name, and they started singing this song from The Hangover, which got his name in. And then we just sent about 18 videos, I think. We kept thinking of different songs that we could put his name in. And we were so in the moment, we were stuck in traffic. We didn't get home till 1 a.m. But to just laugh, and now I'm sending every day, I'll send them 1 or 2 videos, because they didn't see the video, and they're wetting themselves. So it's making them laugh every day, and then they're probably making others laugh. It's the 18th. Yeah, so that I loved it that we were in the moment, because they're probably not unless they're near me and we do something spontaneous like that. But yeah, they really liked it.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
My brother doesn't want anyone seeing the videos though till he dies. He said you can play them at my video, at my funeral.
Funeral. Yeah, so there's the whole like belly laughter thing is the whole like the big bully Buddha, old happy Buddha. The reason Buddha's got a big belly because he's full of chi, full of physical vitality, and then he's got big moves. So you see he's for a man, he's got big moves, and that's because he's full of love and compassion, and big smiley face. And then he's got big earlobes because he's full of shen. So it's this thing of he's full of the free shen, spirit, vitality. So
spirit. Oh, sorry. My friend sent me in his phone a spirit. My friend just said, in my phone, your spirit. I just think that's really funny.
You are spirit. You are wild, crazy spirit. So let's see what else.
Sorry, Joe. Hello. Joe Porter.
Oh, good. Oh, blimey, there's quite a few messages. Yeah, so Lisa said, law of attraction, if you believe it's rubbish. Yeah, and that's when people say, "Oh, that's a load of rubbish." I say, "Yeah, because you're right. Because you say you're right. Therefore, it is." I say it's all full of happiness and light, and I'm right. We can't be both right. Well, yes, actually, can because in quantum physics, something can be in 2 different places at the same time. So you can both be right. It's and that really annoys them.
Everyone's right. Everyone's wrong.
Yeah, it's all one. And then Lisa also said, I wouldn't trade it for anything. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Yep, you are. And it's it's funny how and we've said this before, you said this a little bit earlier, is that illness can lead to positivity. The bigger the down, the bigger the up. It's the whole thing. Here comes the hammer. It's the whole thing about this baby. It's the Tai Chi symbol, the yin and the yang, is that from sadness comes happiness, from happiness comes sadness. Things flow that way. And it's just finding find the Tao is the bow, the balance, but it's about raising. The bow wow.
You gotta see the sun. You can see the sun now. You see it?
Yeah, I see it. Cool.
It's going down. Julian's here. Hello, Julian.
Well, let's go for a few more of these. So Michelle says, I took Taekwondo as a teenager, reached brown, blue belt, brown tip after a year, loved it. Yep. Taekwondo, the art of hand and foot. That's what it means. Yeah, that was one of the many ones I've done. I've done quite a few because my teachers were very much about everything you learn enhances everything else you do. So she said, oh, then she says, sorry, just blue belt. We're a brown tip. Yeah, so it's brown tag. You had brown tag, which is the one. It's above blue belt basically. It's just martial arts stuff. Joe said, hello, Joe. How you flow?
No, I haven't seen. I thought I saw your card today, and it wasn't you. I haven't seen her for ages.
So Joe, you've got to make the effort, or you and Hugs have got to clash up at some point.
We'll see each other when we're meant to, but I don't arrange anything now. I just sort of let it all flow.
Yeah,
that's a good thing.
Yeah, oh heck yeah, it's all good that way. Just let things happen.
I do have boundaries. I do tell people if they're being a bit flaky. I'm like, be better behaved.
Well, that's that thing of keeping it real, isn't it? For you, is that thing of keeping it real. Don't have fake stuff. It is. Be in the moment, enjoy it, and be happy. But don't go mad. But I like going mad. I like going mad because if I raise the bar and they just go up a little bit, that's a lot bit more. That if I only just smile a little bit, people might not hardly smile. But if I go and they go, oh my god, but then they laugh, and that's the whole bit, because I used to have that in the ice rink all the time. I'd be jumping around, spinning, doing the splits and doing all this crazy stuff. And people going, they're laughing their heads off, going, you're blue in middle, you are. And they say, yep, my job is done. Next. So, and that's the whole, the whole point is I don't care what people think of me. All I want is them to raise the vibration because, if everybody gets happier, it affects everything. And again, I could go on about the FBI did experiments with positive people and had 2,000 people in the state of Washington, and the crime rate dropped by 25%. And all it was 2,000 people. And then they did the experiment with 7,000 people, focusing on peace for a weekend, and for the rest of that week, I think it was actually 2 weeks. The terrorist rate dropped by 70%. So, the masses can do a lot. And that's the whole thing with revolution. The more you have, the more things will change. The minorities, and this is the thing with negativity. Negativity is the minority. It appears to be the majority at the moment, but it's only because everybody thinks that's the way they're supposed to be. Everybody thinks that's normal. Being serious is normal, but we're here to change that. We're here to challenge.
That's all. We can only be the example.
Yeah, and challenge.
You can lead us in path, but you can't make it drink.
Indeed.
I've got to go.
Oh, then.
I've got to do a massage now. My friend waited. She's watching in the other room, I think.
Awesome. Well, very quickly, one more message.
That's what I do as well. Hold on, I swap. So she cut our hair a bit. Not that she didn't cut mine much. I like it wild. And I give her a massage.
Cool,
so bartering is the way forward too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love barter. I love bartering. So Lisa finally says it is so important when you are on that happy wave not to worry or anticipate the down. Just ride that wave of happy. Don't think of live that moment, live in that happiness. And if you do get sad or you do feel depressed, look up. There's this whole psychologically about actually looking up drains the blood from. So if you're overthinking your head and being worried and concerned, by just looking straight up or going outside and look at the beautiful sky, but looking upwards, it drains the blood out of your head and it actually takes out that depression. So you're less likely to be depressed just by looking straight up. So there are qigongs that do that as well. So but anyway.
My happy wave has been going for about 4 years now. I'm not going down. I'll have a little 5 minutes, then think, right, let's just be happy sometimes, but not often. But
No,
people come
but
and tell me you can't live like this. You're going to have a down, and I'm like, well, sorry, I'm a freak. There's no down. And
Yeah.
then they've watched me for years, and there's not been a down.
Yeah.
I can keep watching.
Yeah, and keep watching because they ain't gonna, because you've got principles now, and the whole thing of habit. Everything is a habit, so you can make happiness a habit. Because if misery is a habit, that means happiness can be a habit. Everything else is a habit. So you make it a habit. You can change things. You are the creator of your own reality. So make your reality a happy one. It's easy as that. Because it's all about what you believe. What you believe is true for you. But anyway, so you need to go. You need to do a massage, and I've got another show in about half an hour's time. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did and you liked it, please share it. Send a few loves on the screen near the end. That's always a good thing. And if there's anybody you think that could benefit from this, why not share it to them? And Lisa also said or stand on your head. Silly. Yeah, just be silly. Most people know I'm hardly ever sad or upset. If I get angry, it's for about 30 seconds. I get it out, and then I go back to being mental again. So guys, if you enjoyed that, then there's always the next show is on Sunday. I can't remember the guest who it is at the moment. It is a guest this Sunday, but there is a guest for Sunday. So come, you can always like the Way of Conscious Mindfulness and see that. If you're ever interested in the stuff I do, there's a free group called Seafood Boggy Shun Dao Mystery School. I'm also part of a thing called the Healers and Coaches Sangha, which is a group who teach healers and coaches to different business techniques and different ways to keep themselves energized and buzzing and helping everybody else, because that's our mission in life. And Hugs, do you have a website or a group?
Yeah. I've got my Namu.
Yeah.
Oh, look, here is my page. I think if
put the message down there.
And then there's the Namu family, which is a small group.
Yeah, it's a cool little group. But yeah, Namu family. And yeah, you'll have to do your page again, because it just says, here is my page. It just says the words, here is my page.
You just click on that. You just click on that, don't you? My name.
Oh,
okay. Doesn't that take you there?
It could do. It could do. I can't do it on this one, but maybe. But if it can't, I will put it on later when I get round to it. So, okay, guys. So, hope you enjoyed this show. I enjoyed it. It was a blast. So that's it for now. So Hugs, just stay there for a couple of seconds. But everybody else, you enjoy yourselves. Take care. Bye for now. Let's get this down. Love, Chi, and Shen from the wonderful Hugs, from myself, Seafood Boggy, and the Way of Conscious.